Hello, my dear family members. Capgemini started mass hiring this year, and the technical assessment is going to be conducted on 15th February. So, my inbox is getting full with Capgemini content requests. Now, to give value to your comments and your requests, today we will discuss an important coding questions which were asked on last recruitment dive. Okay, without expanding, let's start. So the question is regarding write a function that accepts a string with same hash in it, some hash in it, right? Move all the hashes to the front of the string and return the modified string. So here is a sample input, that is move hash to hash front, and output should be like all the hashes shifted to the front and rest of the words are shifted at the end, but they are following the same order, right? So we have to solve this problem, but this seems to be very easy, and actually the questions are really easy, right? So this is a template question, right? Regarding this type of problem, you will have to face same type of problem, right? Like you will be given some binary digits 1001110, and they will ask you to shift all the zeros at the first at the front and shift all the ones at the end. And in the same way, there can be letter and number combinations, and they will ask you to shift all the numbers at the first at the front and shift all the letters at the end, right? So this type of problems can be asked from the same pattern, same logarithm, right? So let's solve the problem. I hope you can solve the problem. So if you can, then don't watch the video further, right? And if you can't solve, then pause the video and think a little at first, then start watching the video, right? So now I will solve the problem in Java, but if you want the solution in Python, then please comment me, I will give you the solution. But before we proceed to the solution, I would like to inform you that I am preparing Capgemini premium materials. If you want, then ping me at my Insta, I will give you, right? Okay, so let me write it public class main. Okay, now public class void main and string array, right? Okay, so what we'll do, that is we'll take the input at first. So for that, let's create the scanner class object. Scanner is equal to new scanner system, sorry, system, oh, system dot in. And to as we are using scanner class, so let's import the scanner class. Okay, so java dot util dot scanner or star, right? So now let's take the string, right? So string, let's say s is equal to sc dot next line. Okay, so we have taken the input, right? Let's say we have taken this string as input. Okay, so now what will be the next line? What should we approach to solve the problem easily? So it will be better if we solve the problem within big O of n time complexity, right? So how can we achieve the how can we achieve this time of complexity, right? So if we use one for loop, then this will be like big O of n, and if we use further for loop inside of for loop, I mean nested for loop, then most probably the time complexity will be more than big O of n, right? I mean big O of n square. So we should not use this approach anyhow, right? So let's solve the problem with using one for loop. So at first we will iterate through all the elements, all the letters inside the string, and we will see if the element, if the character is hash, then we'll store the hash in the in an another variable, right? In another string, and we'll uh, continuously increment, will continuously adding the upcoming hashes inside the new variable we have created, right? So this way we'll check if condition. If this is hash, then we'll include that hash inside the variable, and if this is not, then we will include the non-hash character inside the another variable, right? Okay, let's solve the problem. So for int I is equal to 0, I less than s dot length and I plus plus. Okay, so we are now just iterating through all the elements of the string, right? So we will now at first check if the first character is hash or not. So for that, if s dot char at the inbuilt function char at I is pointing to the first element right now. So this is returning a single character, right? So sorry, if this is hash, then what we would do, will include the element inside a new variable. So let's create the new variable. Let's say string hash, right? Hash, and let's leave it blank, right? So if the element is hash, then include that inside hash variable. So hash plus is equal to, sorry, hash, right? And if this is not hash, I mean non-hash value, non-hash character, then what we would do? We would include that non-hash value, non-hash character inside another variable. Let's say string remain is equal to blank at first, then we will include the remaining character inside the inside the rem variable, right? So what's the non-hash character? That is s dot char at I, right? So I hope you understood. Okay, add let's concatenate both of them. So at first all the hashes are appended inside hash variable, right? Let's say here hash total 3 hashes will be there, and move hash to front. So this will be added inside rem, right? Sorry. Okay, let's here create another variable string concat. Let's say result. Okay, is equal to, let's concat that, so hash plus rem. So this way we are adding hashes, then move hash to front, I mean the non-hash characters at the end, right? Okay, now just print the result and we'll get the desired output, right? So let's run it and see if this is right or not. Okay, so run. So there is an error. What's that? Public class void main. Sorry, public static, right? So this type of simple mistake can occur, right? Okay. So the first input is, so at first move hash 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 to hash front, right? So let's see. So as expected, right? So 3 hashes at the front, then move hash to front. So I hope you understood the logic and syntaxes I used in Java. So if you understood, then solve the problem in Python, then give the answer in the comment section. I will recheck it. Okay, and I will give you a task, that is, at first let's take the input like a binary digits 10011110. Then all you should shift all the zeros at the first and shift all the ones at the end. And if you have time, then please do another problem, like there will be string containing alphanumeric characters, right? So letters and numbers will be there. Just shift all the numbers at the front and shift all the letters at the end, right? So if you solve those problems, then this will be better for you and better for your upcoming campus drive, right? So I hope this much of information and this much of explanation was enough for today's session. So if you love this session, please subscribe this channel and watch the playlist regarding Capgemini. or any playlist that suits you. And please share this channel with your friends so that they can also take part in the journey, right? So thank you for this session.